Hello and welcome. I have just something very small to share here that I thought was interesting because it worked better than I expected. Essentially, all I'm doing here is I have some sample images from the internet. Two are of airplanes, two are of buses, and I'm using a 13 billion parameter lava model to look at the images and then describe them in the text file. And then once I have the text file, I have two things that I'm doing here that are both kind of interesting. The first is I'm actually doing a semantic similarity search. Um, so I can add some phrase that I want to include in here, and then that phrase will be compared to the text description for the different models and assign the similarity score. And then I will get back the similarity scores, um, the similarity scores along with this similarity value so that I can essentially use this to pick up on the images that fit that particular phrase or that particular search word. And then the second thing here is I'm just compiling all the images, all the descriptions of the images into a string, and then making a word cloud. So you can tell what are kind of like the big words or the words that seem to be associated with your images and how prevalent they are. So that's pretty much it. So let's go ahead and run this. So, okay, as you can see, we're now generating essentially the text descriptions of all our different images, and they all seem to match. This is talking about buses, right? It's talking about a bus, and here we're talking about planes. All right, so kind of makes sense. All right, now next I'm going to do semantic similarity and let me search for airplane as my keyword, and let's see what we get back. And we get back the images along with the similarity value. So values are between 0 and 1. So what we can see is that the first two images come back strongly for airplane with keyword airplane, and the next two images come back. They don't have as high similarity with that word search word. So indeed, we are able to identify that these images are images of planes. But what is interesting is you don't have to this is not just confined to um, an exact word for word match. If I say like something like, I am a pilot, and I run this, and what we see is that the first two images again are returned back as the most similar words. So it's kind of cool because you can search like phrases as well, and if the meaning is similar, it will also pick up that and return that those images are on top. The final thing is this here, which is just making the word cloud. So let's go ahead and do that. And we have the word cloud is generated. Let's see what words come up. So here are the words that seem to come up. So we have vehicle, air comes up, company, bus comes up, and airplane comes up as well. So looking at this, we can kind of see what is being contained in our images. So definitely bus comes up, airplane comes up too. But anyways, that's it for today. I just really wanted to show that because I thought it was kind of cool. That this worked as well as it did. And you can use it for a lot more complicated searches and search a much larger set of images for keywords. So, yep. All right, that's it. Thank you very much for listening, and I'll talk to you guys later.